Welcome to session number 12. I think that's where we're at. But you guys leveled up to 5. You got your free feats. You got your level 5 stuff. Extra attacks, extra
Yes,
spells,
sir.
more
Yes, sir.
damage. Solid stuff happening here. Alright, so last time, you guys explored Willand some more. You decided that you were going to do a little bit of a shopping episode here. So you guys made your way into the Mystic Oddities, and you talked to Atiel Eleneth, a 90-year-old half-elf astrologer woman. You talked to her about enchanting your cart, making spell scrolls for all of you, and all things magic related. And you spent a decent amount of time here, and she said that she would give you a discount on some of the services that you purchased of her or wanted to purchase of her if you would go and get her dinner. And by dinner, she means go out into the ocean on a fishing boat and catch her fresh sushi to bring back
Sushi.
tomorrow.
Cool, cool,
You
cool.
guys agreed, and with a little bit of time left in the day, knowing that all the fishing boats were going to be coming back in for the night in a couple of hours, you decided that you would take a gander over at the Elixir Enclave. And you moved through the Elixir Enclave, um, where Marin turned into a little lizard and snuck his way up through the window and kind of watched. And you guys saw this very strong, older-looking half-orc woman, kind of brewing some stuff and messing with some potions and whatnot. And after trying to kind of approach hesitantly, but like you were gonna try and go in maybe aggressively. It ended up being a really good conversation, and Jean got a little hot and bothered by Orble Dumal, who you ended up finding out was Grazrenu's sister. Um, and through that conversation, you did find out that you found a little bit more about Grazrenew, just kind of in general, about how he is much her senior, much her junior as far as years are considered. Because she told you she's in her early 50s. She's a strong early 50s woman who has spent a lot of her time just working her whole life, trying to, you know, trying to get everything put together to support her family, to support her parents, to help raise Grazrenew. And anytime he got into some major trouble, he was bailed out of jail by her. And while she did not necessarily mind bailing him out, she was done with him as far as like his current business that he's in. You found out that his partner in work and life, his wife, Somar, um, Orbel does not take kindly to. She did show you her big mall, though, and said that she used to sail, and kind of told you that they never went to the island that you guys asked about, but that she would be willing to help you whenever needed, if needed, um, and kind of told you where. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I see
Sneak
you.
attack sneeze. Woo!
How
Um,
much damage did it do?
yeah, there is doomed me right up the nose. Whew. Um, but told you about their house and kind of how it's been abandoned for some time, and that you were welcome to go and look if you so chose. Um, but that was up to you. After some decent conversation, some tea, you guys left her some mushrooms, and then you headed back out into Willand, where you ended up going back to the Filthy Xylophone, um, and with the plan of, well, I guess the plan is, do you plan on earlier in the morning going over to the West Ward where the Dumal residence is, or are you catching a boat, or are you meeting back up with um, Orbal? What is your plan? You find yourself here early hours of tomorrow morning, we'll say about 6 or 7. Wake up, you smell breakfast in the air. And as you go down to breakfast, you do see they got some fresh cheese from the cheese store, and it's coming in different forms. You're getting fried cheese, you're getting cheese curds, you're getting cheese sauce over everything. It's
Ooh.
a very heavy cheese morning.
That sounds like the best morning. Can I have that every day?
I mean, you're in the cheesegate. You certainly could.
Uh, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor and
Oh,
reuse.
so you didn't get rid of mage armor. Okay,
No, no, no. I got rid of shield,
gotcha.
and I'm gonna use sorcery points to regain the spell slot.
Well, you're waking up from a long. Oh yeah, then you're gonna get a spell slot with the sorcery points. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Would you guys want to go grab some sushi really quick, and then we can go do the other stuff? Because we did sort of like promise her we'd get the sushi.
I am quite tempted to do the sushi mission first, and then after we can do. Although realistically, I should be more focused on my one mission. It's just the sushi feels very like we have to do today, you know?
Yeah,
Whereas the other
no.
things feel very like we can do other days, which is very strange for me to be able to have different priorities other than the one thing that needs to happen.
Well, it means that you probably like, because we gave her her word, so that just means you have good morals, right?
I perhaps that is the case. I am nothing if not a person of great morality.
Yeah, good job, Gene. How do you feel about that, Mary?
Sounds great.
Sounds cool.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to add another cantrip to my spell list
Oh,
without breaking the system.
No, you're good. I was about to tell you how to do that. So, because I was looking at it and figured that was the case. Hold on, see if I can make it work. Because I think if we, yeah. So the you want that spell, the one you posted,
No, I want primal
Primal Savagery.
something. Yeah.
There you go. So basically, what you have to do for that is when you open up Manage Feats, it would give you a little blue thing or a little exclamation point by Spell Sniper, and then you just open it up and you just have to select which of the feat options you're picking. So I selected Wisdom Cleric Druid for you, and then Primal Savagery. So now it should be in your
Okay.
sheet. It just shows up weird. I figured that's what was happening because it happens to me all the time. All right. So Sushi Day. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Do you? We don't want to invite Orville, right? That's. She wouldn't want to come.
She told you she would.
Go get sushi?
Yeah, she said she would join you if you invited her.
Wait,
Glance over to Jean.
wait, Orville would or or
Yeah.
okay, yeah, 100. Jean does not understand fully the feelings that she's feeling for this, and like she's a little flustery, but she's not against inviting Orville for sushi.
Sweet. So should we go? You want to go like check out, see if she wants to come over here, and then we can go grab some sushi.
I don't see.
All right.
So, so you guys go back to the Elixir Enclave to Orville's house.
Yup.
I think so. Yeah,
So you guys
they're gonna be closed today.
make it to Orville's house, knock on the door, and you find that it's unlocked. And as you walk in, Orville is sitting behind a desk. Looks like she's just doing some morning paperwork for the day.
Bonjour.
Hello?
We were wondering if you wanted to go on a boat with us to go find the fish that we discussed yesterday.
Oh, yes, I can do that. Let me get myself together, and then I can certainly be ready to do that. So give me just a few minutes. Feel free to peruse and sit and do whatever. Just don't break anything. please. She says that as she closes up her book, kind of puts it away. It looks like it was maybe her accounting book. Kind of just making sure everything for the day is in order. She folds up a piece of paper, puts it in her pocket, and then goes over here and grabs this shining maul off her counter. And as she pulls it down, she just knocks off half the shit. And she goes, that's future Orbal's problem. Slings it over her back, grabs her traveling clothes, as well as a few hand axes, a couple javelins, and a couple bottles. And you see that on her person, she has she grabs 6 total bottles. She has on her 2 potions of greater healing and 4 potions of regular healing. So,
Damn.
I mean, she is an elixir maker extraordinaire.
Thanks, dude.
That is her thing. So,
Oh, yeah.
we ready?
I think so.
All right. Well, lead the way. I need to lock up the door behind you.
Let's go.
Everyone steps out, and she kind of looks around, and she just says, "Off," and all of the lights just kind of dim down and turn off. And she looks, and you know from your conversation yesterday, she is not inherently a magical person. She's kind of harnessed the power of the sea and the elements out there to do her job.
She just has a clapper. Clap on, clap off.
She goes, "Oh, I paid a little sorcerer gnome to enchant my house for me. I can just say on and off, and the lights come on and go off. It's pretty neat. Very convenient. I don't have to light every candle. Saves me so much time."
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yes. So, and from here, are you guys heading to the dock?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I assume
Very
so,
good.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get you guys to appropriate dock size token because you guys are freaking huge right now. All right. So, you guys leave Orbal's, go out back into Willand, and you make your way over from the Elixir Enclave over here, over to the harbor. And as you guys make your way into the harbor, you guys find yourself over here. Oh no, why did I make the boat go
Is the boat that we stole from still here?
Yeah, it's right there. I don't know why I put it on GM layer. That was weird. Boom, it appears. Magical boat appears out of nowhere.
Tout à l'heure, un boat.
A boat. Yeah, as you guys make it to the dock, you see that it's hustling and bustling today. It's morning time. So you know that people are getting ready to go out for the day. They're getting ready to go out on their ships to go to work, to do their fishing, to do their sailing, to go do deliveries and kind of go and do whatever. And you hear many, many different voices. You see all kinds of people, from humans to half-elves to Ganassi of earth, water types. You see lots of humans. You see some younger folks, some older folks, and people just kind of peddling their wares on the dock, trying to get people to buy their shit. The boat that you did steal from seems like it kind of took off early this morning, and you can see it may have taken off about 5 or 10 minutes ago. It's not super far out into the sea, but it is pulled away. And you see there are a couple other boats, but what you see on the map is what you see. And you see there is this this woman who is yelling out orders. See if it will show you this woman. Oh no, shared with DM. That doesn't help me. All players. Bam. Now you should see it. The Lady of Ariel Stonesworn. There you go. Now you should see. That's her.
Ooh.
That's the dock mistress. She is yelling out orders, filling out paperwork, getting people where they need to go, and looks like she's very busy right now. But you know, it's her job to be busy.
Okay, I realized that token is the same one as the weird dude that you showed me us the other day.
Oh, yes, the same person. It is that lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I showed you guys
This-
some token the other day, I think. Yeah.
That was I thought she looked familiar.
Yeah. It was the one I showed you. Yep. Mhm.
We got like the owner or not the owner, the sushi person gave us like tickets or something to get a free
On the
boat,
boat?
right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. You just gotta go cash them in and find the boat that you're looking for.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel like I would probably ask the person in charge here and be like, we are looking for a boat. We were given this and like hold up like our ticket or pass or whatever it was, like someone to take us to go look for. What are we looking for? We keep saying sushi, but I know it was something specific.
uh, we were looking for like a white squid and some kind of shark.
You guys are looking for a giant white moray eel and a giant octopus who have a parasitic relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or a
See, all I wrote
it's a
last week.
parasocial relationship, sorry.
Social
Yeah.
relationship.
Yes.
I did not, as surprises no one. I only wrote things about Orville last week.
Eel.
Same.
You know,
Um
So
so
a giant eel, a
mhm,
white eel, and a giant squid.
mhm. So she sees you guys and she walks over and pushes past you to step here between Orbel
Ooh.
and Genevieve. Um, and with your passive perception, Marin, as she kind of just steps in, you see that this middle-aged looking, well, she looks really young for. She's a human, but she looks on the younger end. But you can tell by some of the wrinkles in the corner of her eyes and the hoarseness of her voice when she's yelling that she's aged. She looks like she's almost 40, but she's got short, straight, gray-white hair with some brown eyes. She's got this golden tan skin. She's about 5'5", um,
Mm.
and she's got this tattoo across her nose. But as the thing that sticks out to you the most is she's got this wedding band on, right? And she walks directly up to Orble and like takes her right hand with a finger and kind of caresses it down the side of her face and goes, "Hmm,
Whoa.
I haven't seen you around here in a while, Orble. Who's your friend?" And then she looks directly at you, Genevieve, and kind of like eyes you real slow up
right
and
now
down.
I'm just being awkward and gay. What's your problem?
Whoa there. Guys, prepare the spells.
So,
Prepare weapons.
you guys have a request from
Gina's
Atiel?
Gina's just frozen. No words, no thoughts, head empty, gay panic.
Is she okay? She looks at you, Imric, and Marin. Is she always like that?
Yeah, she's fine. Don't worry about her.
Ah, all right. Well, if you say so. She looks like she should not be at loss for words. Look like she's very strong personality. And you hear like a gruff grunt from Orble, who you can tell that she is already done with with the flirting from this woman. Um, she's like, could you just point us in the right direction, please? She looks at us. Huh. Where are we going? Looking at all of you. So you have tickets? What's the plan?
Yes.
She showed us like on the map where, or someone did show us on the map of like where these
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, where to look.
Yeah.
usually
Okay.
are.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going right here on the map. We're looking for eels and squids. Whoops.
Yeah. we were given a task by the Mystic Oddities owner. I forgot her name. In exchange for some, purchasing discount.
So she's trading favors for coin now, is she?
Is that not what coin is for? I thought you use coin to exchange for goods and services.
Oh, I use it for
And is this not
services.
a good and service? This is a service that we are performing. I do not understand.
I definitely use it for services. Ones that ones that you partake in the evenings. But
That's great. Can you just
Oh my
like
god! You don't
right
need to
away?
tell us that you go to Ladies of the Night. You don't. We don't need to know.
Maybe just like point us in the right direction.
oh yes, you want to go to that boat over there, and she points to the boat right here. Yes, if you hop on, they'll be taking off in about 35 minutes.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome to come by and hang out whenever you would like.
Oh, bye bye. Bye
Just
bye.
bye. Just walks away.
Yeah, just
Bye
flat
bye.
out bye.
Like if we once we get like a little bit away, gonna turn over to Orville. Orville, who's that?
Oh, that's Ariel. She's a known philanderer and adulterer. Her wife is yet to leave her. For some reason, she's stuck around. I don't really know why. But she is very well known to the women of the night and the men of the night, but primarily the women. But yes, her wife's at home all the time. Doesn't seem to care, or doesn't seem to want to do anything about it. So,
Bold.
oh yes, yes she is. She's come up to me many times. I mean, she's a couple decades, or about a decade and a half, younger than I. So, but
Jean's looking a little awkward at the response of, "Oh, they're a little younger than I." Jean's just like, "Shit, shit, shit,
I
shit,
mean,
shit." I'm even younger.
age doesn't bother me, but I could break that woman in half with my left hand if I really wanted to. But I mean, she's just icky. She doesn't seek the medicinal aid that she probably should as well, if you catch my drift.
Oh my god!
I do.
All right. Well,
I wish I didn't. I don't actually know if Jean does. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if Jean catches that drift.
that's fine.
I think Jean just looks confused.
Ooh, hold on. She reaches into her bag as you guys are. Hold up. She reaches into her bag and throws each of you an orange or a lemon, whatever your preference is. Make sure you eat that today. We want to stave off the scurvy. You won't get scurvy from one day, but citrus is tasty too. So,
Oh, thank
yes. All right. Well, let's go. And she just walks around all of you, and then she doesn't even bother going to the ladder. She just goes, boom, just jumps up
I
on.
gotta. I was gonna say I gotta try that now that she's done it, and I gotta. What do you want me to roll to attempt to be
Athletics.
cool?
Athletics.
Oh, come on, don't fail me, dice. Like, yeah.
She lands, and the boat kind of wobbles just a little bit. You jump up and lands like, woof, and she goes, whoa. She kind of looks at you. Huh.
And okay.
All
That's
right.
not horrible.
I mean, you guys can also just. Imric just walks up the gangplank because
I'm
everyone's
just
jumping.
going on the ladder. Oh, you guys are crazy.
She
I'm
she
not
looks
most athletic.
she looks at Jean-Vive and she goes, looks over at Mary and goes, huh. Very surprised. Like, she expected a person covered in armor and weapons and stuff to be strong enough just to jump, but I mean, you're not unfit. You just don't look like the person who would just jump from the dock onto the boat. All right, well, we might as well make ourselves handy. And she starts kind of like pointing out different parts of the ship, kind of teaches you about boats. Actually, have any of you been on a boat before? What do you know about boats?
I'll
I
say
know they float.
Oh,
That is about the extent of my knowledge.
all right.
Actually, it's not my first time.
Oh, okay. Well, this boat is, it's a boat. It's decently sized.
Is it a boat? Oh no, wait. Jean would not know the difference between a boat and a ship. Please hold. That was just me wanting to ask if it was a boat or a ship.
This is
But Jean would not. Jean would not care.
This is like a regular medium-sized fishing boat. She points over to this one over here. That's like a 2 to 3 person kind of small little fishing boat that doesn't go too far out past shore. It goes maybe a mile or two out. This boat that we're on right now can go much further out. It can take the beating of the waves and the wind and things like that. It's pretty sturdy. I sailed on one that was a little bit bigger, but this is not an uncommon size for a port of this size. We don't need anything super, super huge. We do have lots of boats that need to come in and out every day, so something about this big is more than appropriate, we'd say, for that. Well, here's how you work the rigging, and here's how you swab the deck, and here's how you do
I'm
these other
following
things.
her every word. I am learning how to use a boat today, guys.
I'm gonna roll a performance check for her at advantage because she is good at boat stuff.
Oh no.
Wow.
She
Yo.
she goes to do something and she like slips because she misses. She slips and lands on her butt, and all you hear is crack as like one of the planks underneath her just cracks, and she goes, stands up, and looks down, and she says, "This is why you have to swab the poop deck well enough, or else it's dangerous." And she reaches over and grabs this guy who has the mop, grabs him by the back of the throat, like, and she puts his face against the cracked wood, and then leans down and whispers, "I thought you were told to swab the poop deck. Now you're gonna swab it with your mouth." And starts rubbing his face on the moss until it's clean, and then goes, "Go back to your work." Now, see, this is the thing with sailors. If you don't teach them rough, they'll never learn. He'll never make that mistake again. He's crying. In the
I'm gonna
cor-
swap every
Very
aspect of
wide-eyed.
this.
Okay.
All right, well, and she goes back to her normal chipper self. All right, well, now we can just hang out and wait. You guys want to play some cards or something?
Like, what are cards? What?
Like-
How do you play with cards?
Um, she pulls up a little barrel that people use as a table and some little crates and sits around and deals all of you guys into Old Maid and just starts playing Old Maid. And then some other just fun little card games. And after about doing this, some time goes by. We'll say 15 minutes after you guys start playing cards, you hear the captain say to pull up the gangplank, to drop the sails, and start making your way out. And you guys make your way out into the open ocean where you guys find yourself down here.
Okay. I did try to do. I did a druidcraft to see the weather.
Yes. As you druidcraft, you see that the weather today looks like it's going to be fairly just an overcast kind of day. There'll be some sun, there'll be some clouds. It doesn't look like any crazy weather is going to be happening today. It looks like it's gonna be a nice, good day to go sailing. So, all right. So, you guys start sailing, and I'll put you guys out here. Whee! All right, so you guys start sailing.
Rotation.
Mm-hmm. You guys are sailing.
Oh.
All right. So, you guys want to start fishing? What do you guys want to do as you are, we'll say a couple hours have gone by, so now it's like late morning about this point. It's about 10:30, 11 o'clock. You guys are sailing out into where they believe the fishing spots to be, or kind of just generally going on their fishing route.
So to capture our prey, do normal fishing work?
Yeah, it should work, but the prey that you're looking for, I will say, has the strong ability to pull people underwater to kill them. So, I have no problem swimming. I've been swimming for a very long time. But if you are not the best at swimming, or you can't breathe underwater, I can also breathe underwater. You kind of see as she kind of points, she stretches and kind of twists her, like, cracks her neck a little bit. You see there are some like lightning bolt looks like scars on both sides of her neck, but as she kind of leans, you see they kind of open a little bit. You see there are actually gills under there. With her barbarian subclass, she has resistance to lightning damage, can breathe underwater, and has a swim speed of 30 feet. So,
Damn.
I'll be fine if I get pulled and drug under, but
I'll be fine too. I mean,
oh,
Wait,
sorry.
you guys can breathe underwater? That's excellent.
I can either transform into a shark or I can cast water breathing.
Oh, yes, that's good. That's good.
I
What about?
cannot do either of those things.
Oh,
I am
right,
also
just
quite clanky and heavy.
okay, just for the sake of safety. You guys, I do that for everyone that's available on the boat.
Okay. Yeah,
Except
you
for
can
people.
cast it on the three of you as well as just 7 other boatsmen. So if they get tossed overboard or fall in or anything like that, they're able to breathe underwater for a day. So, well, that's real handy. Magic is the best. Huh. All right. Well, let's keep on keeping on, and keep an eye out for some disturbances in the water. Everybody can go ahead and make perception checks for me. I'll roll one for her as well.
Okay. Perception. Where's perception? Oh,
There it is. Okay. You start to see kind of over here some rippling in the water. And as you kind of keep an eye out, you see that it is just some dolphins, and they are beating up a smaller shark, bullying the shark as dolphins
Ow.
do. And as you get closer, you see that one of the boatsmen grabs his buddy, and 2 of them grab harpoon guns, and they shoot and kill a dolphin. And they drag it in to or onto the boat. And they drop some fishing nets, and they catch, we'll say, this many pounds of fish. 81 pounds of just like smaller fish. There's just a lot of them.
Wow.
These guys are professional fishermen, so 81 pounds of fish is a lot of small fish, and not that many medium fish. But as you guys continue on your way, you do feel a huge bump from underneath the boat, and the boat just kind of rocks a little bit, left to right.
We okay, Orbital?
Is that normal?
You see all the other crew members get kind of tense for a second. No, it's not something. We may have hit something, or something may have hit us.
I mean, we are on a big ass ship. I assume there's a rope laying around, right?
You
Like,
guys,
are there rope, like rope?
there are
around?
ropes and stuff laying around. Yes.
I will toss one into Jin and tag the other side on myself.
Okay.
Hmm.
Tying yourself to Jean. I got it.
Okay, are you tying us to the boat, or are you tying us to each other?
No, I'm trying to jump into the water, and I want someone to help me pull myself up.
Oh,
and
got it.
able
Okay,
person
you're
to
giving
pull
me
yourself.
the other end. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Okay. Which end are you jumping into the water from? Are you just jumping off from where you are right now?
Stubber side.
So
right
basically,
side.
just over here. Okay. So you're just jumping off into the water right there.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you doing when you get there?
Just look around.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
11.
Okay. As you're kind of looking around, the ocean gets darker the further down that you look. And as you kind of take your eyes and you look to what you think is like a small set of coral or some rocks, you see out the corner of your eye something very quickly shimmer past, and does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
All right, so you take 12 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled as you feel this tentacle wrap around you. I'll tell you, it rolled a 19 on its stealth check. I didn't even roll that with
wow,
advantage.
okay.
Dang it. Oh, well, it's fine. It beat you. But you are grappled, held underwater, and you are considered restrained. And Genevieve, you feel all of a sudden a tug on the rope, like something is forcibly grabbing at Marin to try and pull him down. So I'm gonna say that you're pulled to there. It's got a 15-foot reach anyway, and we're gonna hit you with just that. So you're restrained. Everybody roll me initiative, and let me find the tune I'm looking for.
So we are just fishing by using me as bait.
Correct. That's big.
That's actually not a horrible idea.
I thought that I rolled a 1 minus 1, but it in fact was a 7, because you know how 7s and 1s sometimes look like each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the anime guide sometimes doesn't give you the most accurate number.
It's underwater, right?
Correct.
Okay. Can we see it pretty well?
Well, when you make your way over there, if you want to take a look, you certainly can try. I'm just getting everything that needs to be in there.
We do not have a grid.
All right, so Imric, you are up first.
Cool.
I'm really liking this piratey music.
Have you seen what it's called?
No?
No. Escaping the Kraken?
Oh,
Yo,
never mind. I immediately don't like it as much.
that's fire.
So this octopus, you can see that Marin is wrapped up and kind of being restrained by a tentacle wrapped around them, but this octopus is about 20 to 25 feet underwater, with Marin kind of above them. But the octopus is a large creature, so you can clearly see the mass of the octopus.
How large how big would you think this thing is?
Octopus?
Yeah.
Well, it's considered a large creature, although that was a really large creature. But overall, mechanically, it's just a large beast. So,
Cool.
yeah.
I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force on it.
Okay.
Immediately using that spell. I'm going to. Wait, okay. Display in BTT. I'm gonna make another octopus just like appear behind it and
Okay.
try to like wrap its own tentacles around it and just like squeeze really hard and try to like choke it to death or something.
Okay. Let's see. Alright. As the target, blah blah blah, appears blasted, whatever.
It's
Each round on your
oh.
turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 damage to the target if the phantasm's area or within 5 feet of the phantasm provided its creature or a hazard that could logically do damage. Okay. Alright, so I'll say since you're casting it and it's on your turn, that you can have it do 1d6 damage right now.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And I'm gonna just put it blue and blue, so I know that's, well, actually it's gonna be red because I can't really see the blue too well against the ocean. All right, so it just gets to do 1d6 damage.
Yep.
Cool.
And I already rolled it. It's 3. It needs to make a intelligence save,
Intelligence save. You're right.
which is DC 16.
Well, it rolled a 10,
Yes, sir.
so it's gonna take 3 damage. Okay, cool.
3 seconds.
All right, is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. You see this creature come climbing up the back of the boat. It's
what?
not actually this big. This token's just whack. Hold on. Let me make it the right size. It's the same size as you guys. There we go. That's right. I just had to make it when I was off that thing. So, it's this thing's turn. And it kind of looks around at what's going on. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and turn into this weird hybrid form. And you see this thing, Emmerich.
Oh.
Is this an enemy?
Wait.
It sees some things, so it's gonna run up. The first thing it sees is this guy right here. This is just a standard boy, and he's gonna bite him.
Ooh.
17 for 7 damage. He's a commoner. I'm pretty sure commoner stats means he's dead. Actually,
Damn. Just like that.
Ooh.
actually,
Yeah.
he's a sailor. Hold on. I think sailors have sailor stats. Sailors do not have sailor stats, so commoner it is. Commoner. Armor class of 10, AC of 4. Yeah, this guy is annihilated. And then it's gonna run up to Orbital, and it's gonna try and claw Orbital.
I mean, I know that I don't need to defend Orbital, but like you can't hurt my bae.
Orbital
True.
does get hit for 7 slashing damage. And that is its turn. Well, now it's Orbital's turn.
Horrible.
Orbital is going to whip out her maul, and she is going
A Dumal.
her doom maul, and she is going to rage. And you see around her as she rages, it's like a storm cloud just appears, and as she slams her maul to the ground. I'm gonna do this first, just so this is. We're gonna put it in the map layer. Oh no! I made it go away. Hold on, the boat disappeared. Come back, boat.
Oh no, we're on the water.
You guys are all underwater. That's fine. Oh no. I lost the boat. I lost the boat. Actually, maybe I can just do this.
We just flying now, boys.
I lost the boat. I don't know where the
What?
boat is.
Thing.
The boat disappeared.
On
Hold on.
20 the boat.
We're gonna do this real quick. We'll put the map back on token layer. Don't worry, the ocean's just moving. Let it be. Let it be. That's
Yes,
fine.
sir.
That's fine, I guess. All right. So, well, she makes a 10-foot aura, as you can see here, come out. Oh no, where'd my other guy go? He's right here. Cool. So as she uses her storm aura, he's got to make a DC 14 dex save as this lightning bolt comes down and cracks onto him. He just dodges out the way. But Orbital not messing around. Let me turn on her rage damage here. Wham. She's gonna swing with her maul for a 21 and a 19 against this cat with an AC of 11. Jesus. For a total of 15 plus 2 and 8 plus 2. So 27 damage against this dude. She just like wham, wham, just crack him in the face, and she looks pissed. Marin, you are underwater. You are considered restrained. You're grappled and restrained, and so I believe with restrained, all attack rolls you do are at disadvantage. Attacks against you are at advantage. You can't move, and you have disadvantage on dex saves. And if you want to try to break out, the escape DC is 16. So
16.
Correct. 16 athletics or acrobatics, whichever you would prefer. But
I
it does
probably will
it
do
does look like all of you, its tentacles are kind of wrapped around you and looks like it's focused sheerly on you at this moment.
Okay. God. Yeah, I'm gonna try to break out.
Okay.
I'll do acrobatic.
Cool.
Uh,
And this will be your
yeah,
action.
that's not going anywhere.
Yep, you go to try and slip out, but you feel the suction cups like just stuck to you. You do have your bonus action. You have no movement to go anywhere. So if there's anything you want to do with that.
No, wild shape is wild shape won't help me here. So
Yeah, correct. All right.
Hmm.
All right. You guys feel another thud coming from on the boat, coming from this side of the boat this time.
Nah.
It is the giant octopus's turn, and I believe with Phantasmal Force, it has to make a check, right? Can use its action to examine the check. Well, it's gonna try and drag Marin a little further down into the water. So I'm gonna put a little thingy on here that says it's Marin's now. Did I just delete my octopus? There it is. It's back. Roll20 is being finicky today. So it was at 30 feet. It was at 25 feet before. This thing has 60 feet of movement. It can only go half movement while holding somebody. So it's going to go down to a total of 50 feet below. So Marin, you're restrained 50 feet below water. Luckily, you can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
But it's going to do an investigation check against your spell save and try and detect that this thing is not real. I rolled a natural 20, -3 for 17.
Damn. Okay.
So Phantasmal Force shakes it off, I believe.
No more octopus strangling it.
Correct. All right, cool. So you feel the illusion break, and you no longer have concentration as the illusion is broken. But that was its action. So
Yep.
it's one. Oh yeah, damn it.
That is a good use of its action.
The octopus came out of the thing, but it's alright. I'll just make it miss an 8. And Jean-Vieve, you're up now. So it is now your turn. You
There's
see.
a part of me that
How long was this rope? Let me ask you that.
I would have assumed it was a standard 50-foot rope if no one said anything,
Okay.
but like I
You
don't
f-
actually know.
You feel yourself being
What do you
dragged
think?
towards the edge of the boat as you feel Marin being pulled further and further down. But yes, the rope's coming to its end, and you're on the edge of. It's tied around you, and you're like hanging over the edge here.
I can't see what's pulling. I just know that something's pulling, right?
Correct.
What? You attacked my girlfriend. I gotta go punch the guy over there, but I can't just leave.
I mean, you are tied to Marin. You can untie yourself.
I know. I can't.
Oh boy, this is how I'm gonna die.
Don't worry, we're gonna be a-okay here, guys.
I mean, if I go under, even with water breathing, I'm probably fairly dead. So, can
But
I?
you can fight with an octopus, like pulling him up.
You could play
you
tug of
know.
war with an octopus. That'd be funny.
I mean, I would love to wrestle with an octopus.
Okay.
How does heavy water work underwater? Heavy armor.
So your movement speed is at half because of underwater combat stuff. And I believe that all melee stuff is. Let me double check. I know where it's in the player's.
It depends on. Yeah, it's all melee attacks are at disadvantage unless you have like a
dagger, a
javelin,
javelin,
a
a short sword, a
spear,
spear,
yeah.
or a trident. Ranged weapons automatically miss beyond the normal range, even against a target with normal range. The attack roll has disadvantage unless it's a crossbow, a net, or a weapon that's thrown like a javelin, spear, trident, or dart. And I will say that for underwater movement, that swimming costs you half speed anyway. So
Right.
it would be that.
I mean, here's the thing, man. I'm not gonna be able to do much against it because I got nothing good for going underwater. I probably can't win a tug of war with the giant octopus squid thing. So that feels like a bad plan too. Can I do my best to hold my ground and just crossbow the thing that's over here?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, then we can like deal with that and then figure out how to deal with the
I'll say that if it
Okay,
wants to pull Marin further down, it would be contested athletics checks between you and it to you hold your ground, and then if it wins, you will go over the edge with it, and you'll basically start
Yeah.
getting pulled too. It'll move at that
Fair
point.
enough.
At that point, it'll move at quarter speed because it's trying to move 2 people through the water without knowing. But you would also end up in the water. So yes, if you want to
Yeah.
shoot this thing with your crossbow, go for it. You have 2 shots now.
Ooh. That was not a good pew.
That does hit.
Oh wow.
You hit it in its big open mouth for 12 damage. Jesus. Okay.
And then another pew.
Mm-hmm. That does hit too.
Pew.
Okay. Is that your turn?
I think that's it. I don't have any good bonus actions to do.
Okay.
I mean, I do have a spiritual weapon apparently. I guess I have no idea how.
Probably
Hold
from
up.
your paladin subclass.
Probably just I haven't read all my paladin subclass stuff.
Yep.
That would make sense. But I don't think that's super useful yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold me ground. Try to brace for tug of war.
Okay. Imric, you see it just. You see tentacles pop up over the edge, and you see another one of these boas
No.
crawl up over the edge, and
Okay.
it's gonna go to here, and it's going to. Let me see, because it's got plenty of movement, so it's gonna be able to get close enough to everyone. Yes, it's gonna move right up to your girl. And as it runs up to your girl, it lets out
Fighting for random.
it
I
lets
wouldn't
out
care. I would have jumped over and fought the squid.
it lets out a psychic screech, and I need
What?
Orbal, Imric, and Genevieve, and all the commoners that are on the boat right now. There are 3 of them up top, all to roll DC 13 Wisdom saves or be stunned.
Be stunned?
Uh-huh. 2 of the commoners passed. This one over here, I'm gonna say is stunned. This one up here by you.
Whoa.
20, you pass, and it is a DC 13 Wisdom save. So, Genevieve, you feel yourself, your whole body just kind of locks up.
I'm just so scared you hurt my girl. That's,
Well, your girl's also stunned.
Oh my god, you can't, I'm just so stunned by this.
She is stunned. Bam. Alright. She's stunned. Genevieve, you're stunned until the end of this one's next turn.
Wow.
I'm gonna put a little orange dot so I know that one. But yeah, so there's that. But that is its action that it has. So Alright. Imric.
Man, this is getting really scary. Okay, but how far is this octopus away from it now? Would you say?
About 50 feet underwater.
And I can still see it.
Uh-huh. It
And I
has
can
not
still
it has not
see-
put out an ink cloud yet.
I can still see Marin too.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to cast Phantasmal Force again
Okay.
on the octopus. I want to make it look like I want like a bunch of lightning to sort of surround Marin, so it looks like he's sort of like an eel and like electrocutes anything that touches it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, it
Is-
rolled a -2.
He rolled a -2.
Yeah, it rolled a natural 1 for a -2.
Big. So he takes two psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
If that's worthy of taking damage
Yes.
with Marin being executed. And it thinks that Marin's skin is electrified. Which,
Oh. All right. I
I-
will say with that, I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna roll a deck save to see if it just lets go of Marin, and we'll say it's a deck save against your spell save because I feel like that's a fair set.
Cool.
And I'll put it out in the open. It fails. So, Marin, you feel the grasp release from you. You don't really know why. The octopus just kind of looks shaken for a second, and it releases you. Anything else on your turn, Imric?
Orbital hit this one, right?
Correct. That one is looking rough.
Can I quicken spell a sorceress burst really quickly on this guy?
It is a cantrip, so yeah.
And I'd like to make it thunder damage.
Okay. 18 does hit, and it will be 8 thunder. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
And
I just
then-
want to make
Yep.
sonic waves go over this guy.
It looks at you, and is now unhappy because that was bad. It's looking real upset now. Anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna start going to the top of the ship.
All right. So let's see. It's probably 5 squares worth, right? Yeah. It's 30 feet from you to it. It sees you. It sees that Orbal's kind of standing there locked into position and is not worried about. What's funny is I already said it's going to chase you, but it can only go 20 feet right now because of its hybrid form on the ground. So it looks at you, and it's at a weird just outside of range of Jean-Vief, so it's kind of stuck. So it's going to, you see it as its bonus action, it's going to change shape into a more human form, and you see its claws recede, its mouth kind of closes, the tentacles kind of reabsorb back into its head, and it looks like a man, a grown adult sailor man. And it pulls out a battle axe, and it's wielding it with 2 hands, and it looks at you, and in common it just says, "You're next, bud." That's its turn. Orbal is currently stunned, can't do anything. So her rage, she's attacked since this last round, so her rage would not fade now unless she's not attacked by this next round. Marin, you are no longer grappled / restrained, and you see this big octopus who looks octopusy.
Octopussy.
You heard it right. You've heard us right here. James Bond movie. Octopus-like.
Okay. Run me through the relationship between the eels and the octopus real quick.
You remember that
Like
the
who-
octopus typically acquires food for the eel as they have a parasocial relationship, so the octopus kind of protects and feeds the eel, but the eel can also feed the octopus, but the octopus is more of like the bodyguard of the eel when it comes to that. So, you know, they kind of work together, but overall the eel is more of like the big boss of the giant octopus, if that makes sense.
Okay, well, in this case, I'm wild shape into a giant sea eel.
You're just gonna
If that's
you're gonna turn into a big old eel.
yes, I do need to find a
I will
stat
tell
block
you,
for that.
the giant white moray eel is a CR2, so you can't turn into that one.
No, I'm turning to. Oh wait, I cannot turn into a giant sea eel then.
I don't think there is a sea eel one, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Can you
It's
turn?
not any of the
I don't think you can turn
sorry.
into swimming creatures yet.
I could though.
Can you? I thought that was like
I
a
don't know how
level.
pretty fancy there.
You're good. Let's see.
Do it.
At 4th level, seen before that doesn't have. Oh yeah, at level 4 you can go into CR1/2 or lower that can swim. That's what it is. I thought it was 6. It's 4. I should know. I play a
Okay.
druid. Here we are. I'm a spore druid. I rarely turn into animals. I just make spores happen. So here we are. I summon all my animals that I need.
I'm gonna turn into a dolphin
Ooh,
in this case.
that's fun.
Don't know how I show you the stat block here, but
You can add it under extras.
yeah, I see the stat block. I just need to show you that.
Oh, Oh, I see.
But
Oh, you're good. I will. Cool.
you can
Okay,
ignore that.
that's fine. I don't think I have a token for dolphin.
That's fine. I can just stay as me.
That's fine. Nope, I got one. Dolphin. Dolphin.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, with 60-foot swimming speed, I'm just gonna see the 60 feet. Yeah, 60 feet. I'm just gonna like start like going up
Cool.
to like go higher to the
I think you should have control of that token now.
yeah.
Alright.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Yeah, and it's occupied with you being electric, so it's not gonna take a swing at you right now.
We're good.
Cool.
Oh, thank God.
so
I'm just
you-
gonna go at like
Cool. All right.
60 feet away.
Okay. Yeah. So you can basically get back to the surface, or you can just swim. These squares are all 5 feet, so.
Yeah, then probably somewhere here, but just
Okay.
maintain the 60. And I'm still baiting the thing.
Okay.
The more
You're still
stuff.
baiting the octopus. I'm
Yeah.
here for it. Cool. All right. Is that your turn?
And I think at this point I can probably see Imric. I'll
Mhm.
be like, I'm the dolphin, like I'm trying to bait octopus.
Also, here's the little cute art it gives me for the dolphin. You just
that's awesome.
you hear a dolphin like chittering, and then you look over and you realize, oh, it's Marin telling you it's a dolphin.
Not you?
Anything else on your turn?
No, that's
Okay.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You feel another thump on the boat, and I'm gonna bring it out because it's here now.
No way.
The giant,
No
this
way.
giant eel is. I'm gonna have it attack the boat. It's gonna try and like It's gonna mechanically. It's gonna use the bite action, but it's just gonna slam its body into the boat. 22 for 10 piercing damage. The boat takes 10 damage.
We're screwed, guys.
Oh God.
But that
Somebody
is
brought Orville with us, you know.
that is its turn. It is giant
Orville's
octopus's
gonna carry
turn.
us too.
It's gonna try and investigate this thing and see. It rolled a total of a 1, so I think it does. That only do the damage on your turn or on its turn?
It's on my turn,
Each round
but
on your
it's
turn.
only
Okay.
because I made Marin like electricity. It only works if he like touches Marin, so I don't really do the damage this
Okay.
turn.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll say he still thinks that Marin is. Well, the dolphin is electric, so it's gonna steer clear of that, and it's going to use its 60 feet of swim speed to basically get up onto the edge of the boat, and then it's going to. That's it, because it used its action to try and investigate that thing from far away and did not do anything. Genevieve, you're stunned. Deep Sea Scion. It is gonna. Yeah, it's gonna try and attack your girl at advantage because she's stunned. It's gonna try and bite and claw. She's still raging, luckily. 5 reduced to 2, reduced to 4. She's fine. She's taken these hits many times.
Man.
She's not happy about it, but now that
I mean, she's raging. Of course, she's not happy.
she's
with that.
still raging, and with that, your stun is over, and you feel your body release, and she looks pissed. Like all the niceness in Orbella's eyes has been replaced with just lightning-based hatred, and she looks like she's gonna murder this man. But yeah, that's its turn. Emmerich, it's your turn again. You see
Okay.
this weird humanoid thing running at you, saying you're up next, wielding a battle axe. Besides Genevieve, a dolphin talking to you, and octopus tentacles on the boat, and this giant
Oh
eel
my-
off the side of the boat.
Dude, I feel like Imric is having a panic attack right now.
And this guy's also not stunned anymore, and so I'm gonna say he had a panic attack and ran this way.
I'm going to spend another 2 sorcery points to quicken spell Sorcerer's Burst as lightning damage.
Okay.
gonna shoot a lightning bolt at the guy right in front of me.
Okay. He's still standing.
It's still standing? That's not what I wanted. Okay. Then in that case, I don't know. I'm going to cast dissonant whispers on it and whisper horrendous thoughts in its head.
I would say if you're going to use a spell that powerful, you should pick a person who is less
Not-
damage than him. He has 3 HP. So, that's your choice.
Well, shoot, at that point, then can I change my mind to cast Sorcerer's Burst again?
Yeah, 100%. I just
Sweet.
don't want you to feel like you wasted a spell slot when he's got 3 HP left. So,
it would've been
that's all.
fine. But thank you, brother. For
Jesus.
9 damage.
Yeah, you throw another 9 damage, and as he's running, you just see he just collapses to the ground, dead.
We're good.
That your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright, it's Orbal's turn. She's gonna bonus action require this guy to do a dex save, which he fails, so he's gonna off the rip take 6 lightning damage. You see with her rage, she calls down just this purple lightning bolt from the sky, and it just rips into the Scion. You see that she starts foaming at the mouth and screaming, and she's going to recklessly attack this thing 2 times. Oh my god.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So she crit on her first one.
Yo.
For 14 plus 7 plus 2, so that's 21, 23, and then I gotta roll another d6 here for 3, so that's 26 on the first hit. She continues this warpath and will attack again at advantage because she recklessly attacked. She got a 15, which does hit, for 14 more damage, and she is just wailing on this man. Marin, it is your turn.
Okay. I was reading the water walk like spell description, and then I realized I can like some stupid shit that I did not do. Anyway, because apparently if you cast water walk on someone who's underwater,
Yeah,
they can just
they float to
float
the
to
top.
the surface.
Yeah.
Oh god, I could have just done that to the fucking thing that I. Okay, whatever.
For the clever man.
With the dolphin, I'm gonna swim over to the eel,
Do
and I'm gonna
it.
do a slam attack.
Okay.
Which is
A natural 1. No? Is that your attack? Yeah, that's a natural 1. You do swim over to him, and it's not so much that you miss him, it's you go to slam into this giant eel's body, and it is thick. You're not that small, actually. You are comparatively, you're about this big token-wise. So you go to slam into his body, and it's just like you swam into a brick concrete wall. Just boom. Is that your turn?
Well, yes.
All right. Seeing that you just slammed into this eel, it's not very pleased with that. It's gonna try to bite you for a 20 to hit for 14 piercing damage.
I'm back to human.
You have 11 HP, right? So you carry some of that over to regular form, whatever the difference
three
is.
more.
Yep. I'm just gonna leave your dolphin over here though, in case you decide you want to be a dolphin again, so I don't have to pull it out again.
Yeah.
I don't think you will, but if you do, you do. But that's all it can do. It gets 1 bite. You save the boat some damage though.
Yes, sir.
The giant octopus, seeing that it's still maintaining that, that's what I wanted. That you're still maintaining concentration on that spell. It's going to use its 10 feet of tentacle movement and just crawl up here.
No way.
Well, it gets and attack. And I think
Wait.
you're just outside the range. Yeah, you're outside the range. He's not the range. He's there. And this thing, it's gonna try and eat the first thing, the easiest meal it can get, which is this commoner here. So it's gonna just try and smack it with its tentacles. Oh, the commoner gets obliterated. This commoner is very dead. It got hit for 13 bludgeoning damage. It has a total of 4 HP.
Oh,
It's obliterated, but that's its turn. You have a few more commoners underneath the boat. So, like you have a sailor on board. Genevieve, it is your turn. You see your girl getting beat up, and an octopus, and another guy, and a big eel. What you wanna do?
Am I still holding a rope attached to Marin, or did that die when the dolphin happened?
When the dolphin happened, the rope kind of fell free.
Okay,
So the
that's
rope's
sort
still
of what I
tied to
assumed.
the rope is tied to you, but it's not tied to anything else.
Yeah. I think for a brief moment, I think that Marin's dead, and then I just kind of like shrug, and I'm like, well, I gotta go defend my girl.
There you go.
So, yep, I have enough. We'll come over here. We're gonna do bonkety bonk with my sword.
On the octopi or the other guy?
Oh, on this guy that's right here, that's right in front of my girl.
The scary looking man. I got it.
The
Cool.
scary looking man in front of my girl.
That hits.
the octopus is on the boat, right?
Yes, the octopus is now on the boat.
Okay.
Does the
'Cause-
13 hit?
It does, yes.
It would be the one hand damage. Sorry,
13. That's a big hit. I think you can actually
I have-
toggle. You can actually toggle
I'm
that on.
going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that I'm like if I don't say otherwise, I assume that I have my shield in one hand and my sword in the other.
You can.
And like that's how my AC is equipped right now. So like
I was gonna say you can
I
actually.
promise I'm.
You can actually toggle it on D&D Beyond, so it'll only show the one you want it to. Fun
Yeah?
fact. Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. I'll figure that out later.
That's fine.
Um,
You did hit him. He's looking real bad.
Looking real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see him again and try and squish him.
Yeah, that hits.
Do I squish for another 13?
You do squish.
Woo! Squish!
We're gonna do that. It's
I
dead.
kind of want to like try to see if I can subtly like see if Orbital was watching.
Roll an insight check. Let's see. You beat her deception check by 1. You saw a quick little smirk, like,
Hey, that's
Anything
it.
else on your turn? Okay.
No, I'm good.
All right, Emmerich, you
Actually,
see.
no, wait. I'm gonna cast my spherical weapon now that the octopus is like within a reasonable range
Okay.
to be hit with it.
Cool.
Um,
All right. What's it look like?
You know, I don't think Gina's very like creative. Like, I think it's just a sword.
Just do the hammer.
Or
use
a
a
hammer. It's just like I just feel like it's an ordinary weapon. Maybe it just looks a little drippy with blood for aesthetic purposes, but like I don't think it's anything like super dramatically special.
It's the shape of the Doom Mall.
The Doom Maul?
Oh,
That would be funny.
ooh. You're right. I've been impressed by the Doom Malls, and I should totally make it look like a Doom Mall. Good point. Can I bonk the octopus with it?
Yes, you can. I don't think I have any spiritual weapon-esque tokens, but, you know, not on me right now. I'll have to make one for you later on.
Just use the hammer to use for
Ooh.
me the other day.
Oh. 10 will miss.
I figured. It's not a good bonk.
That's all
But
right.
I tried.
We'll do,
I remembered
we'll
I
do
had
this.
a bonus
We'll
action,
just,
and I tried.
We'll just throw Orbital over here, and Orbital will be your spiritual weapon. For now, that one will be. Emmerich.
Okay. If I go over here,
Mhm.
is the octopus close enough to the edge where if I use my telekinetic shove and push it 5 feet, will it fall off the edge?
It used 10 feet of movement to get up into the boat, so it's about 10 feet on the boat right now. You could push it, so it'd be like teetering.
Got you. Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna. Is Jean and Oracle close enough to do opportunity attacks? Because I can't.
I would say, yeah, sure, why not? They're both there. They can make it
Sweet.
happen.
I'm a cast Dissonant Whispers.
All right. What kind of save is that? Wisdom?
Wisdom save.
It's got a flat 0. It rolled a 7.
Yes.
It uses 10 feet of movement to get off the boat, which would prop a opportunity attack from you and from Orble.
Am I allowed to smite on an opportunity attack?
Yeah, because she's allowed to recklessly attack on an opportunity attack. So,
Yes,
she rolled a 19 for 17. Okay, you definitely hit with that.
I would like to smite.
Do it.
I forget what buttons I hit for smite.
What level are you smiting?
I'm just gonna do a first level.
Okay, just roll 2d8s then.
Yeah. And I assume that's not an undead creature that you don't
It
need
is.
add another D8.
I accidentally rolled it poorly. Oh, and I rolled poorly. For an
It
extra
is.
4
It is not
damage?
undead. It's that big ol' octopus. That's not a bad hit though. You guys just like wrecked half of his HP. It takes 10
Woo.
feet and lands in the water, and then because it has a swim speed of 60 feet, it has to use 50 feet to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40, 40, like there, I think. Let's see. No, that's way further than it should have been. Whoops. Whoop.
I don't see the octopus moving at all.
Well, it's not on the boat anymore.
Well, hell yeah.
Is it still on the boat for you?
It was never on the boat for us.
Yeah, it was never on the boat for us to begin with.
Oh, it wasn't right here on the boat?
Mm-mm.
No,
Oh,
it's
just-
always like here.
oh. Is it still there?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'd say everybody refresh because it's definitely not over there.
Bro.
All these have you not seen any of the tokens moving?
We've seen all the. Not the octopus.
Oh.
Not yet.
And you guys
The
are
octopus
right.
still here for us.
Yeah, it's there. That's weird. It's there for me now too. That is weird. How about now?
Well. Oh yeah, there we go.
I don't know. That was weird that it did that. Yeah, it's like there. You were actually
Cool.
here, and Orble was here, and cool. There we are. Anything else on your turn?
I'm going to quicken spell. I have 4 more sorcery points after this.
Okay.
Quicken spell in invisible mage hand, like right on the edge of the boat, right here.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
It is Orble's turn. Orble has a swim speed, so creatures with swim speed don't have any negative effects to their attack speed, to their attack types. So Orble, also, hold on, apparently this didn't take the math off of here. 17, 14, so 31. There we go. The octopus is looking fucked up. I was like, that makes sense. Alright. Orble's gonna just run and jump off the boat, recklessly attack, and try and land on top of the white moray eel and pound it into the water.
When Orble jumps off, I just want to like look at the others, and like say like, do you know what this feeling is that I am feeling right now? It is like desire to hurt, but opposite. It is strong and fiery.
And then this thing needs to make a dex save as she lands with lightning coming down like she's Thor. It fails. She gets to roll a d6. 1, that's fine. Orble came down with 2 massive cracks at advantage as she recklessly attacked from the boat and took this thing down by more than half. So,
Damn.
Marin, it is yours. She's a barbarian that fights in the ocean because she's a sailing barbarian. So when she gets going, she gets going.
Oh my god.
She also has experience here. So
Okay. Well, I mean, sure, why not? I'd cast a moonbeam
oh no,
in the water.
moonbeam. Okay.
I want to make sure I cast it at the correct level. It's a 3rd level moonbeam.
Okay.
For 16 damage.
Okay. I'm just gonna
And,
say that the moonbeam will be the zombie token because I know it's only 5 feet. So
Yeah.
let me do this. Bam. Zombie moonbeam. All right, and it'll take it when
5
it
foot.
starts its turn there or
Uh,
ends its turn there.
sorry, that's a displaying BTT.
Oh, you're good. We'll take the 16 damage. When a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Okay, cool. So on its turn, which is gonna be here in 1 second, do you have anything you want to do on your bonus action or your movement?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit you with. Get rid of the green. Hit you with the pink. That's your moonbeam, and your zombie is your moonbeam. All right. So it's gonna make a con save, DC 16. Wow, it doesn't have big con either. It rolled a 15 total, so it's gonna take 16 total radiant damage, and this thing is looking really, really bad. Oh, now it doesn't know who to attack because it's not very smart. So I'm just gonna roll a d4. 1 to 2 will be against Marin. 3 to 4 will be against Orble. Orble it is. Orble gonna get bit at advantage because she attacked recklessly. All right, that's 22 to hit for 12, which actually is reduced to 6, and she just kind of shakes it off, and now she's at 69. Nice.
Yeah.
That's its turn. It can't really go anywhere right now. Giant octopus is no longer scared. It can get to here. Oh, it can't reach. Huh. Octopus is in a weird way where it can't get to where it needs to go because you guys made it run away.
Yup.
Huh. Well, it's going to... Alright, so it just gets to do this. Free. So it's going to go 60 feet in the water, 5, 10, 15, 20, like to here, because that's like 60 feet when I measured it out. I'm pretty sure it was 85 feet to Orble. Yeah, I got like this much more. Then it's going to use its ink cloud and make a 20-foot cloud of ink go right there, which then lets it immediately dash with that bonus action, which will take it to Orble. And it's going to attack Orble at advantage because it's what's the biggest threat, and it can't see Marin right now because the eel is in the way. So it can only see Orble and the big moonish light.
Is it in my non?
It's not. The moonbeam is the whole zombie token because it's just a 5-foot thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, it rolled an 11 anyway against Orble, so that's its turn. Jean-Biet?
C'est moi. I mean, okay. What
You do.
I would like to clarify what I see on the field is what's accurate. So we got Orble and an eel over here.
Mm-hmm.
And the
We
big
got an
ass beam
octopus
of
over
light.
here.
Correct. And then the zombie that's on top of the eel is actually a moonbeam.
There's a moonbeam.
Is a moonbeam. Yep.
Okay. Well.
I just like the fact that there's a laser shooting through the water.
Yep.
Am I able to say that my spiritual weapon is able to go and bonk the octopus?
Yeah, it can get there. It can
Is
go
it close
20
enough
feet.
to move there with a 20-foot?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
well
can
we're
get
gonna
there.
move.
Oh, this guy's
We're
going
gonna
to.
move
This
that.
guy's gonna run away. This is one of the sailors. He's like, ah! Runs up there. Like, no. Oh, this guy fell off the boat. No, I refuse. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can. You can make
Spiritual
it.
weapon bonk.
That does hit.
Oh, 5 damage.
Hey, 5 damage is 5 damage.
Am I able to bonk the octopus from the boat, or is it out of range, like from a melee attack?
I would say
It
that if you
feels like
jumped
it's
off,
borderline.
I would say that if you jumped off the boat onto it, you could take your first attack regular, and your second attack would just be, unless it's with a short sword, which I don't think it is. I think it would be just a disadvantage. So I mean, you might kill him with your first one. So
I mean, that sounds cool, but like I'm just really not gonna be good at underwater fighting.
unless you have like a javelin or something that's got reach.
I mean, I do have a javelin,
Yeah, you can just reach and poke at him from the boat.
but yeah, okay, fine. I'll move. I'll move here.
You don't have to do that. That's just an option that you have.
I don't want to leave the boat. Is the
Okay,
key thing. So I
that's
was
fine.
deciding whether I was gonna try to poke at it or shoot it with
Yeah.
my crossbow.
But yeah, you can reach it with a javelin from there.
Does that count as a melee attack if I wanted to smite
Yes.
from there?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're just stabbing at
Well
it
then,
from there.
we're gonna boop it with the javelin.
Even though I know they technically have the same range, to me a javelin you can stab real far
Yep,
further
yep,
than like a
I
sword.
feel-
So to me,
It-
in my brain,
It does
it
make
makes
sense.
15 does.
And given that it's like borderline, like what
Yeah.
technically, like it's almost in melee, but not quite. So like I can see how like
Yeah.
I wouldn't use javelin for a 10-foot reach, but to argue the extra like foot I need, I'm okay with it.
Yep. And yeah, 15 does hit.
15 hits
Yes.
for 13 damage. Do I want to smite?
You don't.
No, okay. I was ready to push it.
You had 11 HP left on it, and
Okay.
you just wham, stab it right between the eyes, and it just falls down, dead. And you have another
Ooh.
attack. It
I
starts
have another
sinking.
attack.
Woo, 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 woo,
Um,
woo, woo, it's
Can
sinking.
I? Wait. Well, our goal was to get octopus. I guess we can figure out how to get it from the bottom of the water
It'll sink,
afterwards.
and then it'll float back up eventually. It's just sinking right
Okay.
now as it dies.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna pew pew the giant eel with my crossbow.
You gonna shoot it one time? Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I said pew pew, but I only have one pew left. You know,
Ah, that hits.
for 11 piercing damage.
How do you want to kill this
And-
big fat eel?
Oh, I just want it to look really cool for Orbital. That's all I want. I want it to like shoot right into a really good sweet spot to be like its heart or its eyeball or something really dramatic. And look really cool when I'm doing it. Look really hot, and like my hair is blowing in the wind. I don't even know if I have hair. No, I'm a Goliath. I don't have hair. My non-existent hair is blowing in the wind. And I just want to look hot while doing it. That's all I got.
All right. Yeah, you shoot,
Hot and nonchalant.
and all the storm that's crackling around Orbital after a couple of seconds starts to fade. And they look over at you and they just nod, like they give you the nod of approval, and then say, "All right," and starts to drag some of the eel over to the boat, and then she just swims back up on the boat.
I wild shaping to a reef shark again and try to drag the body of the
Yeah.
octopus back up to the.
Absolutely. She will
Yep.
she'll follow you and swim with you because she can breathe underwater and can swim underwater too. So between the two of you, you can easily get a hold of this octopus. It's more like she grabs it and is like pushing it from behind. Like she takes some of the octopus tentacles and slaps them on your back, so it creates like this suction barrier, and then she swims from behind pushing it as you're just swimming, pulling this octopus that's kind of stuck to you, so you can both get it up there real easy. So you get it back up here, and you flop some of the giant eel over here and then the octopus over here, and the boat's definitely feeling a little unbalanced right now, but yeah, you guys can get back up on the boat, no problemo.
I was like, I hate water.
You do have 2 dead sailors though, so there's that.
You know, I don't blame you for hating water after this.
No, there's other reason. I think it's.
Oh,
Can we go home now?
Um,
I can really use a drink right now.
Yeah, you guys, from underneath, you see that there are a few more sailors that make their way up that seem to have been resting the whole time and hiding, like, just avoiding work basically. So let me drag these guys up here.
So they weren't hiding from the fight; they were just hiding from work. I love it.
Yeah, they were dipping out on their tasks. It was, and you see they come up and they're half in the bag. They were hiding and getting drunk and sleeping. There's a ginger dwarf woman and two other sailors who are just rip roaring. They come up and they're laughing and they're joking, and then they see some of their dead compatriots, and they become real somber. And then they walk over and they just pour some booze on them, and they're just like, pour one out for my homies, and pour them out. And then they do what you expect them to do. They push the bodies of their dead compatriots into the ocean and let the water take them. So,
Damn.
they say a little prayer and just yeep. Let the fishes get them. And as soon as they go in there, you guys see them kind of sink to the bottom, and then you see some sharks kind of have their way. The blood kind of chummed the waters for them. They were already attracted based on the scent of the dead octopus and the dead eel. But as you guys are starting to set sail and continue on your way back, are you just wanting to head back to the land, back to the city?
I think so.
Ooh.
I mean, do we
Given
want to do any big exploring for the secret hideout?
I will
Will
say,
we have a boat at our disposal?
as you guys are sailing, this isn't, you don't get close enough to see it this big, but you do see this off in the distance.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Guys.
And as you see it, you're probably 5 to 8 miles out where you can see the island, so it doesn't look this big to you. But this is kind of how it's described. And Orbill says, "Believe that's the island you're looking for. I've never been there. We've always gone past it. We've been told nothing really lives there. It looks like a bunch of sandbars and some palm trees with a bunch of coral around
with
it
a
and some
bunch of
shipwreck.
suspicious people on it.
Maybe, but it is interesting that it's been a while since I've been out here. It's been a few years. It kind of took a minute to get back into the swing of sailing and fighting on the ocean. But there is a weird pit of darker water in the middle of the island, almost like a big almost lake. No one really knows what it is because we've not been there, and I don't recommend us going now either. But maybe you can hire another ship to get you out there, or by other means get out there. But
So now that we've found the island, how far is it from for Moon's delightful schemes? How dead would we be attempting to do moon schemes?
Oh, we'd be fine.
it's more than an hour away.
That's
So
what I thought.
you would
Only
be
an hour.
dead many times.
Only
You've been
an
sailing since about early morning time, and at this point it's like early afternoon, so you've been sailing, and that fight was happening while the boat was moving. You guys have been sailing for about 6 hours. So that, and you can still see this is like 5 to 8 miles out, and at your current speed that would take you another 2 to 3, depending on wind, hours to get there. So it's almost, depending on weather, it can be up to 12 hours of sailing to get from the port to the island, because the only place that you could think, based on what Orbital tells you, that you could dock on this island to even enter it would be on the far side over here. And you guys are looking at it from down this angle. So you would have to basically go around the whole island and then come in this way. And then, or you could try and climb over a reef and do all that stuff, and you can kind of dock wherever, but that is the only non-reefed part of the island from what they said, because she's sailed past it and sailed like a big circle around it, but never enough to see what's on it or go in there, other than just like the natural landmarks and stuff that you can see from afar. So
Damn.
yep. But yeah, that's the island that you guys mentioned, that you guys read about, and yeah, I like the music, so we're chilling on the tune for a little bit because it's fun. Skull
is
Island. It
about.
doesn't look like a skull. All right. So, are you guys heading back to Willand, or are you gonna?
Wait, hold up. Don't leave this map yet, because I want to show you how it looks like a funny face.
Okay.
I just need to
Okay.
screenshot it, and then I'll send it to you later. But
Okay.
This
That's
is a
fine.
fun face.
hold up.
You need to rotate it 90-degree clockwise.
Okay, you can leave the screen now.
All right. Heading back to Willand. Is that your guys' plan to turn in Sushi Day?
I think so.
So.
Okay. You guys can take the rest of the afternoon to sail back to Willand, and you'll get there a little bit later in the evening, like 7-ish, because you have fewer sailors now, so you have to sail slower, and the wind isn't quite as strong on the way back as it was. But you guys do eventually make it back to the port of Willand, and when you guys make it there, you have had the opportunity to cut up the eel and to cut up the giant octopus. So, you know.
Sushi.
Oh no, she's not. But yeah, Orbal was doing as many hits as she took. She was doing all right in that fight. She got from 88
Yeah,
to
Orbal.
69 hit points.
Horrible was a beast.
Any named
I mean, I'll be
NPC,
surprised.
any NPC name that you end up having in your party or whatever, they have the same character build concepts as you guys do. So the only thing
Damn.
I didn't do for her was give her a level 5 feat, but she took the tough durable at level 1 and then was a level 6 barbarian. So
Damn.
she's thick. That's funny.
With 2 C's, maybe even 3 C's.
Well,
Maybe even 3 C's. All right. Well, you guys. Well, that. Orville says, "Well, that was quite a day. I need to go back and check if I have any mail or any packages delivered. I have been waiting for some deliveries. Um, I also have a gut feeling that I'm gonna be hearing from my brother soon. Oh, also, so you guys are aware, from all the things that you killed, I assume that you looted them. Um, you guys got the stuff you needed for this quest. You also got 2 voice boxes of Deep Scions.
Ooh.
wait.
Wait, what? That's the Deep Scion that
Those-
we were.
I don't have the grocery list. Who has the grocery list?
I do have the
List.
grocery
1
list.
sea hag heart, 1 kraken
What is
priest
the
head, water
grocery
from a
list?
water
Wait,
weird,
my
10
apple has
flips from Swoglin's voice box of a deep scion.
You have 2 voice
Ooh.
boxes of Deep Scions.
We have 2?
Yeah, there were 2 Deep Scions
Yeah,
that you fought.
we are done then. Like the voice box of Deep Scion, then we got them.
Yep, you
I,
got
d-
2.
I didn't know that was deep science.
Mm-hmm.
We
Oh,
need one.
wow.
You need
All we
one,
need is
yeah,
one voice box of Deep Scion.
but you have 2.
Should we throw them in the portable hole?
The voice
And-
boxes? You certainly can.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, I feel like that's the safest place to put them. Cook them.
I mean, you could cook 'em
Yeah.
there. But yeah, she hops off the boat, and you see immediately upon hopping off the boat, she is approached again by Ariel, and as Ariel approaches her, you see that Orbital, as Ariel goes to open her mouth, she just palms her in the face, and just
Ooh.
moves her over here, just like, no, move, and just like shimmies her by the face out of her way, and continues on walking. And she looks over the shoulder at you guys and just kind of gives you a nod and a wink in Genevieve's direction. He goes, "I'll see y'all later," and just bebops off to her shop.
Bebop bop ba bop.
She's got shop stuff to do. She's got business to run.
My girlfriend has a job, you know, it's annoying, but you know, it's like
Yeah. Welcome back. I see that you were successful in your seafaring.
we have the sushi.
Yeah, no, other than I almost got eaten, everyone else doing
That
pretty well.
that is a risk. I see there are less people with you. Did you lose some of the workers?
No, some of them just voluntarily jump into the mouth of the eel.
Fair. I don't need your sass, sir, but I appreciate the candor.
That's fine.
I must send their families their money, their 10 gold each for their livelihood, because that's really all
That is
day workers are worth, unfortunately.
that is that is their life insurance is 10 gold pieces.
10 gold pieces
Wait,
for.
I don't think Gene would know about life insurance. Hold up, hold up. Gene would not give a shit about life insurance. I care about life insurance.
Yep. But yeah, 10
Out of character, Gene would not say that.
10 gold is what their families receive in the unfortunate event of their passing, and that will hold them over for quite some time. Um, but seafaring can be a dangerous business, as you have seen. So
Yeah.
she kind of takes a minute and she kind of bows her head and she prays. And you can all give me perception checks.
Yup.
Nope.
Oh,
I-
one.
I'm too
Um,
busy trying to get a good look at Orbo as she's walking away.
Hate to see her go, but love to see her walk away. Um,
Exactly.
Yo.
that's how Jean-Pierre
Yo,
feels right
That's what
now.
I'm doing, 100%.
Marin and Emmerich, you both see her and hear her saying something. Emmerich, you can't quite make it out with that 8, but Emmerich, you both realize she's praying kind of on behalf of the fallen. And you, Marin, hear her say the name Kelimvor and kind of a quick little rite of passage prayer for them, kind of ushering them and requesting that their souls are hurried to their final destination. And you can roll me a religion check.
Religion.
You know
Oh.
that Kelimvor is the god of death and the dead, but they're more of a lawful neutral kind of god where they're not those who worship Kelimvor, whether discreetly or openly, do not fetishize death in that way. It's more of this person died, we don't want them to come back as undead. We want them to kind of get to where they're going, so they they revere death in what it is. It's the door to a new opportunity for the next phase of the existence of the souls of those who have departed. So
Yeah, my character doesn't know, but I do because my
Yeah.
other character worship this god.
so does my spore druid, funnily enough.
Hell
I
yeah.
randomly wrote up this character on NPC generator. I was like, cool, Kellenborg, here we are. But yeah, and after that, she kind of pulls her hood back up and goes, "Well, I'm gonna go take care of the paperwork and take care of this. If you need anything, you know where to find me."
Well, in foreseeable future, we may need a more capable ship, but maybe same size.
Well, you just if you need a same size but more capable ship, you may have to give me a little bit of advanced warning. So, if that's the case, just give me at least a day, but make sure you come find me ahead of time, and I'll do what I can.
Sounds good. Thank
And I
you.
could really make it worth your while. She steps back into her dark
Well, then
mistress's
10 gold, I
office.
assume?
She pops her out. What was that?
You said you would make it worth our while, more than 10 gold?
I
I
mean,
assume.
um, if you have a few open evening hours, I can definitely make it worth your while. That's all. She heads back inside again.
Is the invitation only open to her or all of us?
Merit.
I mean, I'm picky, but not that picky. It's open to all of you if you so choose. Bye bye now. And you hear
Gene
the
has
doors.
no idea what's going on. Absolutely none. Is just confused.
Merit, what do you think?
Just curious.
Just curious. I get you.
So
Feel.
is it by coincidence that you use the same token as Rasmaru's boss
Oh, that's
or
not
there?
this wasn't Rasnaru's boss's token.
Okay.
I don't think I used that token for that, did I?
Did we see a token of Grasvenue's boss?
I don't think you
Yeah.
did.
That token was used
No, I
post in the Discord chat.
Oh no, I
At one
posted
point.
it in chat to say that I just made that token. I made a sexy token.
Oh,
It was that one. That's all. It was just me
Uh,
showing you the token because
okay.
I thought the picture was fun.
it was sexy.
I know, right? But no, that's always been this person. So I haven't. I have a token for Graz Renew's boss because I have the character sheet, and it's all built out. I just have to adjust a couple things on it. But yeah, it's there. It's just no one has really described what they look like other than kind of spooky in the shadows kind of guy. And that's what your bartender friend told you. So, oh.
Wait, can I send a message to Grasvenue's boss with something? Do I know enough about him? I'm not going to. I'm just curious.
You don't currently. You could send a message to what you think would be his boss, and it might get there. It might end up somewhere else. You don't know.
Got you.
Because you can send a message to anyone that you think you have the description of, and it might get there. If you don't have a full description, it might end up with someone that looks very similar, and you might scare the crap out of
Yeah.
someone random, which would be hilarious. But yeah, as you guys get back with the amount that you feel like you need for delivery, you see that the rest of the ship folk pull the eel and the corpses of the deep sea scions and the octopus off of
Oh, I
the
assume that
thing.
we will just throw that into the portable hall.
All of it? I don't think all of it will fit, but they're gonna sell it and give you your share of the money if you want it that way.
Oh wait, we need the
Yeah,
flesh.
we gonna take the whole freaking
Yeah.
the animal.
I mean, they're gonna get their share for going out and taking you out on the job and sailing for you for the day, which is like 20% total for all of them and the ship. But
God,
the 10 gold for each dead person doesn't come out of your guys' total cut for the day. And I'm gonna say that in total, um, the total earnings for all of the meat and everything that you guys sold was 225 gold pieces because they sold it to lots of different people. So they're going to keep 56 of it. So it means you guys walk away with 169. Nice.
yeah. Split
100 and
off
nice.
3. What's 169 divided by 3?
A number.
56.3.
23, 56,
It's 56
and
and a
then
third
the
each.
silver 3 copper.
Marin, do you want the extra gold?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. My extra.
So do we get the fish meat to begin with? Because we are
We do
trying
get
to
this,
use
right?
we need a sushi stuff.
Yeah, you get everything that you need to complete your quest.
Okay.
God.
And this is in addition to that.
So
I feel like
160.
I feel like we gotta give some gold to Orbital, right?
Yeah. Or give her the sushi ingredient. So we take two serving of sushi ingredient, or maybe 3, one for ourselves, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, you
And
can do
then
that too.
and then and then grab the rest for
We'll
gold.
treat her to a nice sushi dinner.
There you go. All right.
Gene,
Look, if we're gonna treat Orville to a sushi dinner, we gotta like invite her to a nice dinner. You know what I mean?
you want to do that, Gene?
I mean, hey, I didn't say it with a French accent, so it's not fair.
There you go. But yeah, so you guys are able to make your way back to Mystic Oddities, where you can turn in all of the sushi that you need, and she'll start working on the enchants for the discounts that you talked about, and I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. I'll have to go back and listen to be sure, unless you wrote them down.
I wrote it down.
Cool. We'll keep that. And then at this point, it's like late evening time, closer to the 8-9 o'clock hour. So if you guys want to go back and you can use the kitchen of your restaurant, or you can just show up to Orbil's store and see if, because you know she probably also lives there. You guys could go and invite her to a dinner at her own house.
Wait, we're gonna go to her house and invite her to dinner at her house.
Yeah.
No, we gotta invite her to.
We're gonna invite ourselves over to her house.
I mean, that's up to you.
Like, hey, we brought food. We're coming over, or like,
Well,
because we don't have another place to like take her.
Do we want to have the sushi dinner tonight?
Right?
Well,
You have to eat the sushi while it is fresh.
You're
You
right.
cannot wait.
You're right.
You must eat it today, or else you do not eat. Those are
Alright.
your only options.
Well, you could definitely rent out the kitchen of the Filthy Xylophone, or they'll just let you use it because their main dinner rush is over, so you can use a portion of it and you can cook it, or you can have the chef who is very well versed in cooking seafood cook it for all
I
of
was
you.
gonna say I don't trust Jean to cook. Do you guys trust Jean to cook? I don't trust Jean to cook.
I don't trust Jane to cook. I don't trust myself to cook. I will just hire someone.
Well, I thought you were gonna say I don't trust Jean to cook. I don't trust Jean with anything. Is where I thought you were gonna go with that, and
Well, I
and it
trust
would've
you
been
on
totally
cleaver
valid.
thing. I trust you on like butchering, like living things. But other than that,
That's fair.
Gene would find a way to turn it into like just a flavorless nutritional bar, like protein.
Ain't nothing wrong
And-
with a good protein bar.
Yup.
I would say Maron at this point is a little bit sassy on jeans and be like, "Well, I guess I cannot trust you on holding me on a rope." So
Damn.
But it fell. You turned into a dolphin. Ce n'est pas ma faute.
I didn't get to pull back. I thought I was gonna come be stay there, and then I have to turn into a dolphin because I couldn't go anywhere.
It was fine. It's not my fault that the rope went. It was not
No,
my
I
fault.
wasn't. I wasn't saying it is your fault. I just,
It sounded like you were blaming someone, and it should not be me.
How about we go to the town? Let's go prepare sushi dinner, right?
Yeah. We gotta go make sushi.
Yeah.
How do you invite
pushing it.
Orble to dinner? Do you send a messenger? Do you send one of your animals to go get
We-
them? Do
we
you?
send-
I was gonna say I kind of wanna send one of our animals to go get her. Just like
Okay.
Less than all of them.
Send all three of them.
I
send
got
all three of them with like a little note that's like, "Hey, meet us for dinner." Smiley face.
All right.
No, not smiley face. Sorry.
You guys send the dinner invitation to Orble, and the dinner hour of invitation arrives, and
I'm super anxious the entire time. I'm pacing. I'm going back and forth.
you
I
wait.
know that we've invited her to have dinner with all of us, but I'm pacing and I'm anxious.
Me and Barrett are probably just like chatting it up or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys wait, and you wait. 5, 10, 15 minutes goes by, and about the 20-minute mark, you kind of start to wonder if she's just ghosting you guys, if you're just not not coming.
Did she give us a response? Because if not, then like it's not even ghosting. It's just we didn't get a response.
She did not send you immediate response, but your animals also have not returned yet. But at about the 30-minute mark, after the owner kind of looks and sees that you're pacing and kind of feels the vibe of the room starting to kind of come down a little bit, he brings you guys all a round of drinks in the house, and the chef just keeps prepping sushi. You see, coming through the door, Buddy comes in first. Buddy's wearing a bow tie that he wasn't wearing when he left.
Oh.
The birds fly in. The birds are also wearing bow ties, which they were not wearing when they left. They look like all their feathers have been preened and brushed. Buddy looks like he's been brushed. It looks like all of the animals have gotten dressed up for dinner. And you see
so good.
and you see walking in behind them as the door kind of swings open. There's like this like purplish majestic glow that kind of floats in, and walking in behind this glow is 6'8" Orble. She's that tall because you see she's wearing 3-inch heels. She's got a strapless like emerald green gown on, like an evening gown, She's done up her hair. She's made herself look like she is going to the nicest dinner ever. She's got these gold bands around her arms. She's gotten these super nice bracelets on. She's got her makeup done, her hair done. You can smell the lavender lilac just kind of filling the room as she enters, and she did herself to the nines.
We are underdressed, guys.
I know, immediately realizing how underdressed am I probably still wearing my armor? Like, have I ever described myself taking off my armor?
No.
No, I have not. I'm sure
And as she comes in,
immediately,
she
I want to cast silent image on myself and make me like appear to have a cool suit on.
You also see that she's got in one ear just like one hoop earring, but in the other one she has like 7 earrings in one, and then like a chain that goes from the top and kind of loops down to the bottom. And as she kind of walks in, she sees all of you and just kind of smirks, seeing that you did not expect her to be dressed like that, and kind of just like nods with a slight bow and says, "Well, I appreciate the invitation. Let's eat." And she looks over at the bartender and nods, and she doesn't say anything to him and he doesn't say anything to her, but he brings out on the nicest serving tray you've seen. He brings out this this champagne flute of a glass filled with this shimmering silver liquid with just one drop of this like rose gold liquid just kind of spinning in the middle, and it's just enticing, and it's almost like the drink itself is hypnotizing. But she takes it, he walks away, and the mood changes to one of almost a fine dining kind of atmosphere in a really weird kind of way.
yeah.
I use Druidcraft to create a flower blossom, like I guess a bunch of flower, bundle of flower,
Yes.
and I just shove it to Jean.
Yes. Here, take these.
And then there just me, me trying to use Druidcraft to the maximum extent that I could.
Yeah.
To kind of just make everything
as
pretty
you guys are
pretty
like
a little bit.
as you guys are like in a flurry, she goes, "It's okay. You guys can just relax. I don't get invited out very often, so this is a dress I haven't got to wear in a while. I just wanted to make sure I could still fit in it. Well, this dress is very form-fitting. You can see all of her muscles very well. As well, it still fits. It's a little fitted, but it works. Well, let's eat." And she starts digging in to the sushi. And yeah, that's where we'll end. We'll pick up our dinner party next time.
Yo,
Oh boy.
I feel like Imrik's jaws like dropped the entire time.
Oh, all of our jaws are where they should be.
Yeah, all of the
None of
jaws
them
are on the floor.
I mean, I in general look like just what? Like I look like Bigfoot most of the time. So
Yes,
Can
she
I-
is definitely dressed up.
Before we end, can I actually like cast silent image to like make a really fancy chandelier on top of us?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And with a chandelier, with the light kind of bouncing and reflecting through the silent image, kind of making a very candelabra kind of mood in this room, as there aren't really any other patrons here. Everyone's kind of dispersed for the night. And as the night kind of progresses a little bit, you've seen, as this is kind of unfolded to get to where you are now, after the drink was brought out, you see that the owner bartender has kind of like cordoned off you guys from the rest of everyone. So anyone that does come in would not be, they would be directed somewhere else. You guys kind of have your own little impromptu reservation.
Oh, cool.
So, but yeah, we will pick up there next time.
That's so cool.